So here's how destructive the word hope actually is and why it's holding you back from success. And this is, I may get a lot of hate for this, but I'm not making this video for everyone. I used to be the most hopeful guy, right? I used to hope for the best in anything. I used to hope things went well. I was just big on hope, faith, and all that, right? To the point that my family were just like, you're not even living here in reality. You're just wishful thinking, hoping in your head, right? And it wasn't until, and the whole time when I was hoping, I was broke, wasn't making anything, living with my mom, and didn't virtually have anything that I wanted, right? And I remember it wasn't until I met a few key people in my life who became my mentors, still to this day are my mentors. And one of them helped me really understand this word hope, because it's really promoted now in religions and different things, right? They're like hope. And literally like Joel Osteen, the guy who has Lakewood Church, I think, literally on the steps on the thing it says hope, right? One of my friends, his place is right in front of the church, so I drive by there a few times and it says hope, right? And think of it this way: anytime you say that word hope, I hope things go well, or I hope this interview turns out well, I hope this person that I'm trying to sell to buys, I hope when I talk to my partner they don't get mad at me, right? All this stuff. But think of it from the perspective of when you use the word hope, you're doing a few things. First of all, you're immediately taking the responsibility off of you and hoping for some outer thing to come and save your situation so that you don't have to deal with the hardship. And again, everything I'm saying, I've been through it, right? And the people who try to argue with me, keep hoping, that's fine, right? I'm looking for people who are here based on reality and understand how this works, right? So it gets you to give up all your responsibility, maybe not all, but majority of the responsibility, so that something else happens. And what happens when you start hoping and you give up the responsibility? That means you are not in charge of how your outcome actually goes. And many of you may say, but I don't know how, I can't control the outcome, I can't control this. You're right, you can't control it. But that doesn't mean you can't go learn and become better so that you increase your chances of the thing you want to happen actually happen. Because you see, when we say the word hope, what we're just saying is we don't know what we're doing. Right? When you say, I hope the interview goes well, that means you are not confident in your ability for how you're going to do something, right? Or when you say, I hope my business works out, that means you haven't studied how business works and how to build it. Because if you study, then you understand, okay, based on people who built it, this is how it is. And then you start doing it, you start getting results, and it's like you don't need to really hope, right? And it's funny because I say hoping for like the business, because I used to do that. Hoping for the interview to go well, I used to do that because I used to get not accepted to any interview virtually, right? My English wasn't even good. Like, people would talk to me and they're like, what are you even saying? So that's why every time I had to hope for the thing to go well, right? And but the moment I was like, my mentor was like, remove that word from your vocabulary, the word hope. Then what it forced me to do was to actually start learning for the first time in my life. And I said for the first time in my life, not that I never learned before that, but I mean really take responsibility to see, anytime I wanted to use the word hope, I would be like, okay, but what is the lack of understanding here? What is it that I don't know that is making me use that word? And then I would go and see, okay, how can I now learn about that? And by no means I'm perfect, I know everything. Like, I don't know everything, I don't know shit. But I know for a fact that if I say I know it, and I used to do that for a while, right? I used to be very cocky, right? And I learned that the hard way, right? People around me helped me understand where I was not being open, right? Because anytime I thought I knew something, right, then I wasn't open to learning. And because I thought I knew everything and wasn't open to learning, then I would just say, I hope things work out, all right? But when you actually learn and you're actually confident, then you just say, no, I know things are gonna work out. I know I'm gonna get that job. I know I'm gonna make the business work, right? Like when someone asks, what's your name? You don't say, I hope it's Mahyar, or I hope it's whatever your name is. You know your name, right? So really look at the point in your life, and you may not even be saying that word, but if you are, and if you're saying, I hope I can pay rent this month, ask yourself, well, what are you not doing that's making you think you're not able to pay rent? And just start doing the right thing so that you don't have to worry about it. Every time I worried about, am I gonna make my payments and all that stuff, and I was hoping for it, I was like, but what's missing? What am I not doing? And I realized I didn't have structure in my life. Because when people become entrepreneurs, it's like structure goes out the window and you're just doing whatever. But you can't create more just doing whatever. Like there needs to be some structure, some formula, right? And so look at your life. What are the points in your life where you are hoping for things to get better? And ask yourself, what can I learn? What do I need to learn for things to get better, right? And stop going through the days, right? Many people are like, oh, just get through the day. It's like, no, get from the day. I posted that on my social media, on my Facebook today. I was like, don't go through the day, get from the day, right? Meaning learn something, grow 1%, get 1% better, right? So question that, right? See what is it you need to improve on. And obviously I can only make the video so long. If you need to chat about it, you can always reach out. I always have my social media in the comments, and sometimes people, I think a couple times people reached out, and they say how much they got out of the videos and they enjoy it, and then we hopped on a call and actually chatted, and they were like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm chatting. And I'm like, yeah, I chat with anyone who reaches out, because I don't have hundreds of thousands of views, so it's like obviously whoever reaches out now, I'll make a time to chat, right? And if you got something from this video, share it with your friends, share it with someone that you see could benefit from this, someone you see is hoping but they're not actually taking action, and maybe this video gets them to like wake up, like a wake up call, right? Because sometimes you need to hear something from someone else to learn, right? It's like someone in your family tells you something, but then you never listen, and then someone else says that same exact thing, and you listen to them, right? So it's like maybe this is the wake-up call for them, right? But yeah, sure, I mean, I don't get paid from these, I don't put ads on these. I'm sharing it because, first of all, my process, I'm sharing my thoughts, my journey, what I had to learn to get to this point, and what I'm actively doing to get to beyond this point in terms of money, relationships, and all that. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this, and have a great rest of your day, night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.